Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Still managed to get all the way through there without having any problems. That one right there has definitely done it. So a second time around the track, we could easily fully achieve all the speeds that we're setting out to achieve on here. Frankfurt to Wurzburg, I don't think that's going to be any kind... Oh, wait a minute, we're stuck behind a blue train over here. Okay, so maybe it is going to be a problem. We will see. At the moment, I'm thinking of putting the green passenger line on furlough. The blue one might need to. I mean, despite getting stuck behind that one, I think we didn't quite make good enough time. So the blue trains may all need to be sent home. Just retired momentarily. Now we got Wurzburg to Nuremberg. Should be a fairly straight run. This one has got no problem at all. He'll easily make this one. Right, that one there was easily done. The Wurzburg to Nuremberg. So the only reason that we haven't done the times, the only reason that we haven't made the speeds that we need to make is purely because of the other trains on the track being in the way. That's the only reason that has happened. So what we're going to do a minute is we're going to go in here. We're going to go to line 3. We're going to go to... This is the managed... I need to go to vehicles here. Line 3. I'm going to send all of those. Send selected vehicles to depot. And I'm going to do line 4 right here. I'm going to send all of those selected vehicles... Send all vehicles to... Confirm decommission, send all vehicles to depot, yes. Right, they are all going to go to the depot. Line 3 has got nobody on it, line 4 has got nobody on it. They've all now gone into the depot. We'll move them out and put them back on the tracks in a minute after this one has gone and done its full journey all the way around. Now, we're waiting behind 1977 Rugrat at the moment. So we know that we've got him coming through. This guy doesn't take any passengers. Mafia has no passengers at all. We don't need to worry about that. There's Mundelsheim, there's Stuttgart over there, and it's Stuttgart that we're heading for. This is the station that we want to get to. Hopefully all of the green trains are now out of the way, so we can just run straight into Stuttgart, and then we can do our clean, straight run from Stuttgart all the way back over to our next station. So we can whizzing up here, up the hill. Now, we do have a bit of a speed restriction on here. That one... Okay, he's doing all right at the moment. We're doing 90k here. We should be going faster than... Yeah, there we go. We sped up a little bit. 150, 170, 180, 190. Some of these areas of track up here were... specially made for going fast, and that's much more like it there. Right, Stuttgart to Mannheim, no problems whatsoever. The only other one we've got is the Frankfurt to Wurzburg time. I love these fast trains. They're very, very cool. I got a pink train in front of me now. No, I haven't. No, this is a shuttle run, this one is. So, you're going to go in there, you're going to turn round. We went through first because we're the faster train, 95k round that corner, and now we can really open her up and really start to use some of this speed that we've got. 200 kilometers an hour we reached coming along that bit. I'd say that was pretty... Oh, wait, what? Don't make me wait. There was a train up there just in front of us that made... Ah, there we go.
Regular operation can get started. The ICE, the Intercity Express, combines the classic advantages of trains with travel speeds suited to the market. Half as fast as an airplane, twice as fast as a car.
Acquire 8 Intercity Express trains and reach a mileage of 50,000 meters. That should be fairly simple. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go onto our line over here. I'm going to take all of these green ones Got 5 of those. And I'm going to pop them back onto line 3. We'll send them all out. I'm going to send those right there back onto line 4. So they're all going to go back to where they have been working. Line 7 over here, Mafia X Phantom. I need to manage that vehicle, and I need to sell it straight off, just like that. Now, line 6, I'm going to take one of these trains, TH. You're going to be replaced. I'm going to go to you right there. We're not going to sell. Edit, clone, TH. Let's click on you up there. I'm actually tempted to look at them. You're 447. Minus $1 million, Scott M. Minus 1.1. Yeah, 1.2. You're making the least amount of money, Scott M. So you're the one that's going to be replaced at the moment. So we go like that, and then I replace selected vehicle with an ICE 1. That bad boy there. Now that one's got a capacity of 126 passengers. It's quite a bit bigger. Replace for 56 million. Replace. There. I also want to colour you in orange, like that. Let's go and have a look at you. Nope. Just to stay as Scott M, I need to go over here and have a look at this. You're coming on... Oh, no, you're staying where you are. You're a longer train, though. Shouldn't be a problem. You can stay as a longer train, and I don't think that's going to be an issue. Think that will be just fine. So then we'll go into here, and we will go on to line 5 right here. Eric King, right is Specialist, Tom the Yank, Smoothline is Scott the Aussie. We will look, right, you're 910, 975, only 100,000 there, 540, and 1 million. Eric King, you are the one. Eric King is going to be replaced with an ICE 1, like that. Replace, and we need to make sure that you are given the correct colours, like that. Then I want to go to line 4 over here. So Tonsa Tube, minus 1.6, 1.9 to Marcus Crawford. You are the one that is going to be replaced right here. And you sense a pattern developing here. Replace, and then I can colour that one in blue, like that. So he's got a blue stripe down the side of him. Line 3, exactly the same. They've got a problem. No path. Not Marcus Crawford. Edward, Jasper, and Scott. I'll deal with that in a second. Scott right here. It was actually Scott right here who's causing the problem. Why if you... It's got to be something to do with one of the stations. Maybe an extra line coming through here. It seems alright there. Might be because it's a longer train that we've got dealing with. Let's see what these are doing. 1.9, 1.7, 2 million for Gempy. 2.1 for Edward Jasper. Edward Jasper, you are the most expensive train that I've got on this line, so we're going to replace you with an ICE 1. Yeah. The reason I'm doing it like this is because I'm just making the assumption that they are costing us the most money to run, and therefore are in the poorest condition. This is my assumption on here. 700,000, 4364. 800, 1.2, 600. It's Matt Cedars and Phil Bannister in here are costing us the most money to run. So we'll replace both of those with ICEs in there. Replace. I'll also colour them in yellow. Fantastic. Did I forgot to colour Edward Jasper in. I thought I did. There. And then line 1 over here. Bremple. 600. 900 for Dog Rocket. 482. 600. 75,000 for Kalen Peters, 600,000, 656, 676 is pretty close for the rest of them. It looks like it's Bremple and Dog Rocket. Bremple and Dog Rocket right there. You two are going to be replaced here. This is another $109 million right there. And we will give you some pretty red stripes. Right, I have done that, and we need to just get the intercity expressways going. I've got no warnings at all. I now have a warning. Edward, Jasper, and Scott. Go over here. Pause. Right, why are you two causing me problems? You're going in here. Have we changed something that I'm unaware of? Why have you come to there? It's because I changed the train over, isn't it? That's why. It's because I changed the train over. If I have a look on the terminal here, line 3. If I have a look here, they come in and they do their crossover back there. And that's why he came in too far. That's the only reason. It's because I changed the train over and that confused him. So, Scott, if I just turn you round like that, there should be no issues. You will go onto the correct side of the track over there. And you're away. And then Edward Jasper, he's going to be away as well. We will very, very quickly reach our 50,000 meters. Here I've got all 8 trains, and they are running all over our map. So that is going to scoot up through. I'm just drinking while we're watching. 5,000, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done.
A masterpiece of engineering. The ICE is as fast as an arrow, but the shackles of bureaucracy slow down operation. That's why Germany's Bundestag parliament has decided to convert the German Federal Railway into a private corporation, now called Deutsche Bahn. This enables flexible, customer-aligned activity on the market. You have been appointed to the board of the newly founded enterprise and are supposed to initiate the necessary measures for restructuring. More traffic on the rails, less burden on taxpayers, improved service for customers. That's the motto. Show corporate key figures that live up to this motto.
Reduce the size of regional train stations. Regional stations are Ansbach, Fulda, Heilbronn, Ingolstadt, and Ulm. Click on a station, select Configure to edit. Remove meters of track in stations 300. Remove meters of platform 500.
At the last meeting, Mr. Bloomer from the Finance Department introduced several persuasive ideas for increasing growth rates. The proposed measures for restructuring are supposed to be implemented in different areas.
Okay, accept.
Staff salaries are the #1 cost driver. Longer trains ensure greater capacity while deploying personnel resources sparingly.
Use only the Intercity Express as a double train. Double trains are 2 trains attached to each other. Cut back on staff, 8. Right, use only the Intercity Express. That's those that I'm using there. I need to remove 8 trains. Now, those are taking 127 each, so everywhere that I've got one of those trains, I can remove one of the other trains, which I think would be a good idea. But what I'm also thinking is line 6 and line 4 shouldn't have the big trains, and then we can effectively chop those down a bit smaller. So if I was to take Marcus Crawford from... Wait a minute. What's going on here? Edward, Jasper, and Scott. Are you two arguing with each other again? I'm sure it was these two that were fighting with each other just now. You've come into there. You've come into there. You've gone... Oh, right. Wait a minute. Ah. That's what we've done wrong here. This was my bad. I need to remove that one, and I need to remove that one, so that they stop up here instead of moving further down. So, yeah, I think that's all right. And what I'm then going to have to do is go to Edward Jasper right here. I'm going to turn you round. Like that. There are no warnings. He's gone back onto that side of the track over there, and then he's come on out, and he's gone onto the correct side of the track over there, so we don't need to worry about him. So the way that I was thinking that we could do this, and I'm pretty sure this is going to work well, is we'll take that one off of line 4, and we'll go and put you onto line... We'll have line 1 and line 2 will have the extra. They'll have 3 on each of these lines. So you in here, Yanak. Why have I got Yanak over here and Tonzatube? Oh. That's why. Right, I need to pull these together. So we want Marcus Crawford right there. If I take you, I will colour you in red, and you're now going to move over onto line 1, like that. One of these, we will take Meredith Wyatt, right there. You are going to be coloured blue, and you're going to move on to line 4. Like that, and then I'm going to want to, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to want to remove 3 of these down here. So Golden Eagle gets to stay, Hans Starger, Mad Alex Gaming, Kaylin Peters, unfortunately you've got to be sold because we no longer require your services. I've got bigger, faster trains that should be able to cover everything. So we will sell those 3 vehicles. They're gone. So that's that bit taken care of. And then I'm going to do the same here with line 2 and with line 6. We're going to do a little bit of mixing up down here. So Scott M, you're coming off of line 6. So I need to colour you yellow. And I'm going to assign you to line 2. Then I want to take Henry Ashworth. Right, Dever 2018, you're definitely being sold. You are mediocre. Harsh, I know. It's not really what you want to hear on a Friday morning, is it? I don't know if it's a Friday morning. It could be a Tuesday. It's not really what you want to hear, is it? Dever 2018, you're mediocre. You're being ditched. Terribly sorry about that. But that you are gone. I need to take one of these. Henry Ashworth, you're in very good condition. So I'm going to take you. I'm going to repaint you orange. And I'm going to assign you over onto line 6. So we've got 3 of the smaller trains on line 6. And then I've got 2 more trains that I want to get rid of on here. It's No Good, James Collins, and Rose Lou. 2 of these trains need to be gotten rid of, and 2 of them we will keep. So you are minus 1.1, you are minus a million, and you are minus 1.1. So we will keep James Collins, we will get rid of It's No Good and Rose Lou. They're both going to be sold. Yes, like that. So I've got 3 ICE trains on line 2 and 1 regular small train. Wait. That's not right. Line 6 has lost... I've lost 1 too many trains. Line 1 has got Golden Eagle as 1 train that's a bit slower than the others. And it's got Brentpool, Dog Rocket, and Marcus Crawford. It's got 4 vehicles. Line 2 is a similar setup. Line 4 over here has got 3 of those. Line 6 down here... Yeah, I definitely sold 1 too many then. Alright, it was Rose Lou, I think, that was one of the most recent ones that I added onto this bit right here. So we'll buy you back. So if I just click on TH right there and I edit, replace, clone. Oops. Right, I didn't mean to do that with all of them. Get rid of that one. And then you right here, Rose Lou, you're supposed to stay. You're supposed to still be here. Let's just make sure that I haven't accidentally duplicated a Rose Lou anywhere. No, I haven't. Right. Rose Lou, you're supposed to stay on that line. So there we've got the right trains on the right lines. I've gotten cut back on staff. It says cut back on 8 staff. I got rid of a few. I need to get rid of one of these. That Writer Sepulus, apparently you're mediocre, so you can go. So there's a sale. Yes. Let's start speeding things up then, shall we? Cut back on... I've cut back on staff. I've sold trains all over the place. Line 3 on here. I got 1 high-speed train. Line 5 has got one high-speed train. So line 3, I want to get rid of one of these, and I need it to be whoever's mediocre in Gempi, Jeremy Hall. Let's click on these trains in here. 1.3, 1.4, 71,000. I think Gempi is probably going to be the one. Unfortunately for you, Gempi, I need to sell you. Gempi is gone. Right. That's not telling me that I've cut back on staff. Use only the Intercity Express as a double train. That would probably be because I've got all of the other double trains. So what I need to do is I'm actually going to have to go and change all of the other trains around as well. But we need to remove these over here. So Ansbach, Fulda, Heilbronn, Ingolstadt, and Ulm. So Grabfeld is not a regional. Fulda is a regional. So I'm going to go to Fulda passenger station over here, and I need to remove a bit of this one. So Fulda to start with. Let's go in here. I'm going to pause this a second, and I want to remove and remove that. Right, I've got a piece of station has been removed from each of those, and then we're going to go high speed. No, see, I don't want to configure anymore. Then what I want to do is I want to go to the actual high speed track, and I just want to join those back like this. So I'll take that one and I'll join that one right in there. So I've got that bit. Ansbach, Fulda. I've done Fulda in there. Bad Orb is not one. Let's carry on. Grabfeld isn't one. Sinsheim, Mundelsheim, Heilbronn. Heilbronn is one of the stations that we need to do. So I need to bring you in this way, and we will do exactly the same again. Let's get rid of that bit, and then configure you right in here. So we go to the destructive phase like this, and we destructive our way through that like that. I get rid of that bit of the station, and then I go here, and I will just rebuild and connect these tracks in here. Just like that. There. So there's one of those removed. Does this mean I'm not going to be able to use the really big trains on the new bits that we've now got? Right, I've done Heilbronn, and I've done Fulda. I need Ansbach, Ingolstadt, and Ulm. There's Ulm, there's Ingolstadt, and there's Ansbach. I got the three of them right here. So we've got Ulm over this side. You need to have that bit there removed. So let's do configure a minute. If I configure that one, I'll go in this side and I will do the removal. That, remove. Yes, I know we're going to have trouble with that. Then I can go over this way. I've got the next one, which is the Ingolstadt station. That one can come over here, and I will do the same on there. Configure. Don't zoom out. I don't need you to. I need you to just stay right here a second, so that I can remove those. And then I need the last one, which was Ansbach over here. Right. Take you right there, and we'll remove this end of the station over here. So I click on there, I go to configure, I go to the bulldozer bit, remove those, boom, boom, and boom, like that. And then, now that I've gone and done this bit, I can then quickly, I can have it, leave it in the railway building mode, and I should be able to very quickly go through. Remove, I still got to remove another 100 meters of platform. Apparently, what I've done is not good enough yet. I've removed enough track. I've got to remove more platform. So we're going to go over this way. Ingolstadt over here. I'm going to leave that one. That one on there and put that... Oh, I know... No, wait. Ingolstadt and Ulm. That's my blue loop, isn't it? So I can actually remove more station on this one without causing me any problems. No, that's my red loop. I've got big trains on this loop. That's not quite such a good thing. Alright, well, just ignore that for a minute then. I thought this was the blue loop that we would be able to do on here. But, well, actually, no, it's the red loop, so we can remove it. I should be able to put it back together again. Don't know if I think that the red ones will be alright coming through, but if I look at it like that, look, see? That's absolutely fine. So I can remove a bit of station from this side, because they only go onto one side on this one. Well, I didn't think of that before. Okay, so if I go to configure in here, I can take you, Mr. Bulldozer Man, and I can remove the platform.
In the long term,
All the
the
way.
point is to increase productivity while reducing costs at the same time. The biggest deficits are incurred in local mass transit. This calls for some measures to optimize infrastructure.
Reach an annual turnover of 50 million. Well, that sounds relatively simple. I've also got to cut back on staff. Right, an annual turnover of 50 million. That should be relatively straightforward. Now, the fast train. Is this station big enough? The station isn't really big enough. All things considered, that station is probably not big enough. But it'll be fine. We've achieved the target that we set out to achieve over there, so I'm not going to get too hung up on anything. 5 million in there. Cut back on staff. Now, it said get rid of the double train. Excuse me. So what we're going to need to do now with our trains, we'll start with line 3. We can have a look. We're going to need to start replacing some of these vehicles here. So first up, I want to drop down here and I want to have a look at the alternatives that we've got. We've been using electric trains, so we'll have a look at the electric locomotive. This one right here is the only electric locomotive that we've got. It's got a top speed of 140k. That one's 125k. That double train there. I got passenger wagons here. The bi-level car right there takes 33 people on its own. And then I got the Einzwagen there. So if I was to take an electric train, which is this one right here, and I was to add a passenger wagon, which is this one as 2.6, add 2 of those like that. I got a capacity of 66 people, which is already more than the vehicles that we've got currently. So we're going to now, we're not going to have that one. I'm just going to take all lines. I'm going to go from the very top. We're going to replace every single one of these right the way down through. So the only double trains are the double header trains. Are they double headers? Are the ice trains. So we'll take all of those. 14 vehicles selected, which means that we've got 8 other vehicles in there, and we want to edit. We want to replace selected vehicles. So we're going to go with an electric series. Well, unfortunately, folks, that is all we've got time for today. Sometimes even our fantastic pilots, train drivers, and lorry drivers, and bus drivers, and boat drivers, and all the other drivers need a little bit of rest. So while they rest up and have a cup of tea, if you've enjoyed the episode, could you please head down below and give us a like? And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.